Last night on The Bachelor.
Can you come with me before you go on your date?
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
Okay.
Be right back, guys.
Oh.
Wait, what?
What just happened?
I was going a little crazy, but...
You're getting a little stir crazy? Mm-hmm. Are you doing better now? We're good now.
I can give you a kiss.
Yeah.
When Zach came back, I'm maybe an overly observant person, but it did look like he might have lip gloss on his lips.
It's another week of The Bachelor and another week of Bachelor recaps, as this time, for week 6, we're headed to Estonia. And hey, look! Zach is free from quarantine, and apparently he's requested his first date outside of his hotel room to be with Jesse Palmer. Sadly, though, Jesse has some bad news about one of the women.
I do have some news. Unfortunately, Greer also is feeling a bit under the weather.
Is she okay, by the way? Like, is she, like...
Yeah, she feels fine.
She feels fine. Okay.
Yeah, asymptomatic, and she's just in the room.
Asymptomatic.
Quarantining.
Looks like Zach wouldn't give her a tea date, but he had no problem giving her COVID. And hey, wait a minute. Can we go back to that footage of them arriving in Estonia? Cause if Greer is sick, why is she right here? Anyways, Greer is out, and this week's one-on-one is going to...
Charity. Let's make up for lost time. Zach.
Yes, Charity is getting a redo for the one-on-one she missed out on last week. However, when Zach comes to pick Charity up, Kat here pulls Zach aside to tell him something incredibly important.
I was going a little crazy, but...
You're getting a little stir crazy? Are you doing better now? We're good now.
I can give you a kiss.
Yeah.
Well, the other women are none too happy when Zach walks in looking like the Joker with makeup all over his lips, followed by Kat looking at everyone like,
"Why so serious?"
So while Charity walks away thinking how lovely it is that, if I play my cards right, I might get to be the second woman Zach makes out with today, the rest of the women confront Kat, saying this was not the appropriate moment to pull Zach aside for a makeout sesh. Especially Brooklyn, who calls the move classless.
You're saying really offensive words, and that's not fair to me at all. I felt extremely attacked. Everybody coming at me, and it's like, who's to say who's allowed to do what when they're allowed to do it? Like, why can't I have my moment?
Okay, but I think their point was this wasn't your moment, it was Charity's. Anywho, on their date, Charity and Zach will be taking a carriage ride around the city of Tallinn. They stop at a wife-carrying competition where Zach throws Charity on his back to race around an obstacle course while Charity gets to bounce there staring at this the whole time. All while Jesse Palmer creepily looks on. But just like before this one-on-one even began, focus is going to be shifted away from Charity and over to Kat, as we quickly return to the women back at the hotel, all having little private chats about Kat's kiss with Zach, with Kat complaining to Ariel that she did nothing wrong and was attacked by Brooklyn, and Ariel saying, well, think of the situation. You'd be upset too if someone did that before your one-on-one.
Situation and rules left when he got COVID. Everything has shifted right now. Not only are we far
I don't think
along
respect ever shifts, though.
like, okay.
Ooh, uh-oh, you know it's bad when even the woman you came to vent to is telling you to slow your roll.
Okay, but do you understand that, like, if this was not put in the position in the process or with COVID, like, that was probably not something I would do?
But it is what you did.
Now, after more exploring the city, Charity and Zach head into the night portion of their date where, you guessed it, it's time yet again for the focus to shift to past traumas.
The relationship prior to, like, being here was, it was an emotionally, like, abusive relationship for me.
So Charity says that in her last relationship, she found out about several acts of infidelity between her partner and someone else that she knew, something that then turned into a vicious cycle of manipulation, to which Zach says he's so happy that Charity was able to leave that and make things better for herself. And he can see that it was painful, but that she came out knowing her worth and what she deserves in a relationship. So finally, Charity gets her moment and her rose from Zach. Which which means we can now shift back to the women where tensions are still high as the group date card for the week comes out. And once again, everyone's hoping to not hear their name as that would mean they're getting the second one-on-one for the week. So when it comes down to either Jess or Ariel and Jess hears this,
Jess. True love feels like magic.
I'm so happy.
she has a bit of a meltdown. And is it me, or does it seem like every week since week 3, once the date card gets read, they cut to one person going,
"Every moment I live is agony."
So, on to the group date for the week. But before we can even get there, once again, Kat has an announcement to make about not wanting to ruin the week talking about her kiss with Zach, something that receives an immediate objection from Brooklyn.
Oh my god, you don't want to ruin the group date? You don't want to have it before it ruins your time, like charities?
Ew, why are you being so aggressive?
Ew. Because you have your head up your ass. Like.
Okay, Brooklyn has the claws out in defense of Charity. And I know this is gonna lead to both of their downfalls because Zach bolts the minute anyone shows a hint of drama, but I won't lie, I was also sitting here with my popcorn like, let 'em cook, let 'em cook.
We can have emotions and feelings without expressing them, like, to intentionally hurt the other person's feelings. And I'm not doing anything.
If it hurts your feelings, like, if the shoe fits, lace that bitch up.
Yeah.
Now, on this group date, Zach is going to be taking the ladies to see a witch and reenact all the scenes from Midsummer. The women then have to stare at Zach through a candle, and while the flames between Zach and women like Katie and Gabby grow stronger, with Jess...
Oops. I'm sorry.
Ooh, that is not what she needed right now. She may be smiling, but you know in her head she's going... Well, it's now time for the evening portion of the date where, yes, Jess is still reeling about her candle going out and the fact that she hasn't had a one-on-one yet.
Today, we were doing the candle, it went out, and I am the only one left out of one-on-one. So it's just like making me really nervous.
Wait, the only one without a one-on-one? You know somewhere Greer's sipping tea in quarantine going...
What do you think I am, some kind of a joke?
Now while Katie and Gabby continue to make the most of their time and improve upon their relationship, Jess can't help but dwell on the feeling that she's not in the same place as some of the other women. So when Zach goes to sit down with her, she tells him how hard it's been seeing others get a whole day to open up with him while she's left behind. Which really turns Zach, who feels like him telling her he's confident in them should mean more than getting a one-on-one.
You keep bringing up like it's about a one-on-one, and I'm feeling so confident about us, and then it's about a one-on-one? What am I missing?
Well, Jess counters with saying that for her and the position she's in, getting a one-on-one is a big deal. That's important to her.
To not get a one-on-one when in my position, a one-on-one is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Ooh, look, you can actually pinpoint the exact second he's no longer interested in Jess.
And now.
And look, on one hand, from what I've heard, Zach doesn't actually get the final say with his one-on-ones. He just gets to say who he wants. But also, of course, Jess should be feeling stressed about not being on a one-on-one yet. Almost no one goes far or makes it to the very end without getting one before hometowns. To say she should be cool with just his word on this is a little naive. But either way, the damage has already been done. So all of a sudden, Zach is saying stuff like,
I don't feel any more sure about this, and I feel nervous. I don't know how you feel, but I'm not feeling that confident.
And now Jess is like,
I'm not gonna beg for you. I'm not doing that.
So it looks like we've got a rare mutual elimination on our hands, and Jess's time on the show gets blown out like a candle in the wind. Now from here, Zach seems very blindsided about what went down, and being so upset means he doesn't feel like he can hand out a group date rose.
It is no dig on any of you women here, but I just want you to know that a rose will not be given out tonight, and I hope you understand.
Well, with that, we're now on to a new day and the final one-on-one of the week with Ariel. For this date, these two will be headed to an Estonian sauna, not realizing that the whole time, it's a nudist sauna. So as these two smack each other with a bush and go enjoy some sauna time, production slips a few euros to this older couple to go and follow them around all date.
Do you have any good advice?
Be honest. If you space,
You need to give space to each other also.
Alright, I know they do the older couple giving advice bit almost every season, but having them do it nude is a first. Well, Zach and Ariel then sneak out and move things into a hot tub, where they're quickly followed by their new friends. Sorry, I meant to say nude friends. Quickly followed by their nude friends. And at this point, we then see something a little bit different, as there's actually no real night portion of the date. The two move inside and have some champagne and a fruit platter, where Zach talks about how things with Ariel have been a slow and steady burn. Sort of like what happened on his BFF Sean Lowe season with Catherine. And Ariel says she's not always able to be herself in relationships because of past heartbreaks, but she is feeling comfortable with Zach. So move aside fruit platter, it's time for Ariel to get her date rose and go make out with Zach on a bridge. And well, with that finished, it means it's now time for the final rose ceremony. And of course, while Zach pulls aside women like surprise, surprise, Katie and Gabby, behind the scenes, there's still that tension between Kat and Brooklyn. And when Kat pulls aside Charity to squash their beef, Brooklyn's watching the whole time thinking,
I do think Kat will kind of say what Charity wants to hear. I think her little stunt, pulling him in front of everyone at Charity's one-on-one, I don't see her apologizing.
So Brooklyn comes in for the rare, can I steal you for a sec, but without the lead even being there.
I just had a question. Would you have done this same thing to Jess?
I don't. I'm sorry. Charity, we can talk another time, but I'm not gonna deal with this tonight.
However, if you know Zach at all from these first 6 episodes, you know he can sniff out drama from miles away. And so, when he goes to sit down to speak with Kat, he's upfront with her when he says something's feeling off.
It was a little off. Like, it wasn't like, oh my God, like what the hell happened? It was just, I wanted to bring it up to you that it felt a little weird, and I don't know if it felt any...
Between you and I?
Yes, at the witch date, at the group date.
Well, now Kat is freaking out, thinking she's the next one to head home on the drama train. So, as you might guess, this rose ceremony comes down to her, or the other one left without a rose, Allie.
Kat.
And so, Allie is headed home, while the rest of the women hug it out on their way to Budapest, Hungary next week. All the while, Zach hears a little ring on his phone as he gets a call from Greer saying,
Hey, you know I'm still here, right?
So that's it for this recap of The Bachelor Week 6. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts and favorite moments in the comments section down below. And, until next time, Bachelor Fantake, out.
Okay, but do you understand that, like, if this was not put in the position in the process or with COVID, like, that was probably not something I would do?
But it is what you did.